Yo guys, what is going on? Pandrea here, back with another exciting video. In today's video, we are talking about the gaff card that comes in the X deck and what you can do with it, because in my last video I said that we're gonna do a video, and here's the video that we're doing. So I wanted to post this video and give you guys enough time to grab the X deck. If you haven't grabbed some, there are a few left, link in the description below. And if you don't have the deck, don't worry, you could still do this effect. Just think about it a little bit. Let's think about how we can do this. Grab yourself a knock deck, grab yourself a Sharpie, make your X's on the back of it, and boom, you have an impromptu gimmick ready to go. Doesn't even have to be X's. You could go crazy, do O's, play tic-tac-toe for all I care. Alright, so let's talk about the 3 ways that we can use this gimmick. Alright, so this gimmick comes with the X deck. It's a double backer, and one of the X's is moved from its original place to this place right here. Specifically this place because we have a few moves that we're going to do that line up perfectly with this position. So we're going to learn the moves first and then apply it to this gimmick. Now, the first thing is an Earnest color change, a classic in Magic, and I haven't taught it yet on this channel, so I will give you my tips on it and the way that I do it. So the Earnest change looks like this. You have a card, the 8 of diamonds, and all you have to do is just rub and it changes to another card. Now this change in itself I don't like, because you have this motion of forward, back, and then getting it. So the move is as follows. I'm going to push the card forward about maybe 1/4 of the way. Alright, and it's right there. Now be careful not to flash this card, because that's the card that it's going to change into. So I'm going to push like this until I could get my pad right here of my right hand with pressure to put down on that second card. Pull it back until it clears, and you're going to hear this click, or you're going to feel this click. You shouldn't hear it. You're going to feel the click happen, and that's how you know that the card is free. Now that the card is free, it's basically in a palm position, so you can push this card with the left finger back and this card forward and then get the change. Okay, now that's the standard boom, and now it happens. Now the way that I like to do it is, because I don't like this motion of pushing it forward and then pushing it back, I like to keep it out jogged the whole time, because if we're going to push it forward, don't push it back afterwards. Seems straightforward to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push forward the 8, come back, contact, and now instead of coming forward, I'm going to move to the side. Alright, and which gives it a very, very nice display. It shows an indifferent card over here. You have these fingers here to rest this card on and have pressure right there. And it's also going to be nice after the change happens to align this part here and get the change out jogged. Okay, and that's just the way that I do it. Nothing too crazy about it. So I'm here, I show the card. I could even move a little bit like this if my thumb blocks this card. Alright, it's not a big deal if they see it, but you know, it might be too obvious if you push it like this, show it, and they see that card that they're gonna see a second later. So I push, maybe give it a little bit of a rub, come here, contact that second card, move it to the side, balance it on here, and now you're going to come back, align it, and as you move, your right finger is just going to align here to get that change, and maybe come back. Okay, so here, move here, be careful not to flash like I'm doing right now. Now, if you want to get fancy at this point, you can keep the pressure here, and with your middle finger, this is a little advanced technique, middle finger is going to hold it not here but here. So now you can actually push back the card and separate out your fingers, which gives it a nice display to come and then do the change. Okay, but if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can just come here, and square up. Just put a little bit of pressure, square up, and now you can come back and do this. And what I like about this is that even if you do it off the face with a double lift, you can actually come here, do the double, move this a little bit further out, and now do the exact same change by just pushing this forward. First finger pushes this flush, come back, do the move, come around, open up your fingers if you want, square up, slowly come back, and now you're in position to do a double, which is what we're gonna use for this. So you'll have to excuse this gimmick. It looks like it was shoved up my butt. It basically was. Usually I take out the extra cards if I'm gonna perform with this or just use this deck, and I place this in my back pocket and then I sit on it. So one tip, don't do that, because then you'll get sort of warped card, which nobody likes, and nobody's gonna believe that this is the same card as this, but bear with me for this tutorial. So the double backer gimmick starts on top with the normal face up and with the gimmick side with the X towards yourself, and that's gonna be on top like that, okay? Now we're going to have a card selected. It can be any card, and you're gonna use any control that you want to control it second from top. So you can do a tilt, okay? Boom. Get it second from top. Link is in the description for all these moves that you might not know. I have tutorials on them. You can do a bluff pass. So a bluff pass by just picking up only one card as you tell them to place down here. Again, that's another tutorial you can find down in the description below. But in any case, you're gonna control it second from top. And again, many ways to do this. So with simple effects like this, in this case, the X is moving from here to here. It's very straightforward. I like to add in a few more phases just to get the reactions boom, boom, boom. So maybe a 3-phase routine. Now in this, it's gonna be a 2-phase routine. So I like to add in a first phase, which is the card coming up to the top. And it's perfect in this case. The card is second from top. You do a move, whatever you want to do, snap your fingers. I don't recommend this because if you know me at all on this channel, I never recommend snapping your fingers. That's just not believable. You do whatever move that you want. Boom, take your time. Card comes up to the top and you do a double lift. Now what's great is that because this is a double backer, you're already going to be set to go with this part right here. So all you have to do is just push this off and tilt your hand this way so that they don't see this as of yet, and show the card like that for first phase to be done. Wait for the reaction. Now you're going to say, it's weird that you picked the 9 of hearts. The 9 of hearts has a very special property. Watch, this is what's going to happen. And now I'm going to take the card and place it back face down with this side up, obviously hiding the X right here. You're going to say, look, go ahead, feel that X right there. And they're going to do so. They're going to put their finger on it, whatever, which is going to set them up for the kicker ending at the end. You're going to come back here. Again, this is wrist kill. All right, this is called wrist killing, where you're just tilting your wrist like that so they don't see what's on the face. You're going to take that card, place it back here, and now you're going to go into the Earnest change by moving this forward a little bit, okay? And now doing the change, watch the X. I'm going to come here and I'm going to take the X, move it, and you're going to move it on a diagonal, and you're going to really put pressure on it to move the X, and come back here, hold it, take your time with it, and now move the X. Boom. And that's the second phase of it. They're gonna go crazy at this point, run away screaming, cry a little bit. You say, no, come back. We have one more thing to do. We have to fix it, right? And at this point, you could pick up and show. That's the great thing about having it out jog, that you don't have to get another break or whatever. You just literally pick up the 2, show like this, and you say, look, we have to fix it, all right? And now from here, we're gonna have the spectator move it back, which is always nice to have the spectator do the last phase. Take the card from here, do a double lift so that now the face is going to be facing up. So you could either do it this way, then hold the break and then turn it around this way, or you can simply do the easiest way possible by just here and then turning it over. Okay, now you're gonna thumb this off, and here's the great thing about that double backer. Again, it comes in handy because now it's gonna be just a regular card. You could just push off 1. Okay, so now at this point you have the regular card with the 3 X's. Gimmick is out of play. You're gonna tell them to hold their finger out like this, any which finger that they want. You're gonna place the card on their finger, put pressure on, and slowly move it forward or move it back, or however you feel now it should be done. Maybe even make them hold it at this point so that they're gripping it tightly, and now you're gonna start to pull it. So this is the spectator's hand. You're gonna start to pull, 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 and stop. Now put pressure, you tell them, put pressure. Good. Lift up slowly, and then get that reveal at the end, a very nice reveal. And what's great about this is that you can hand it out right away to the spectator. They're going to take it, they're going to try to move it themselves. You have a nice three-phase routine where the card comes up to the top, you move the X, they move it back, and while they're taking a look at this dumbfounded, you have all the time in the world to, I just picked this up, gambler's cop this away, put it in my back pocket, then sit on it and get it all warped. Alright, here is another variation of this effect using a separate move, and the move is going to be the twirl change as most people would know it. And it looks like that, but it's only going to be done with one card. So if you don't know this change, it's very, very easy. You're grabbing two cards back to back like this. You're holding the pipped corners, middle finger and thumb, and as you shake, you're just twirling basically like that. Okay, so you're holding the first finger, and as you shake, this is coming towards you, and you keep shaking, and you do that. All right, so I'm sure you guys know this. We're gonna use that for this change. So what's great about this is that the positioning of the first finger, you could grab the card in the position of doing the change, and the first finger, when the change is done, is going to be diagonally in perfect position to hide the card, hide the X not being there, then grab it and then move it down, okay? Now you have to say something in your pattern that would make this make sense. So like the ink on the card, if I just shake it, will get a little bit loose. The ink is actually gonna get a little bit loose that I could move the card, move the X on the card like that, okay? So that's sort of how it should look. You're holding the card like this. As you shake, the shaking, the bigger motion is going to cover the smaller motion of the card being twirled, and then you could get your first finger in position like that. All right, slow motion here, here, and then put your finger there. And fast motion, you can show the X, you can do this, grab it, and then move. Boom, like that. And from here, you're going to get into the exact same thing. Grab a break. Show the card is the 9 or the 5, whatever the card is, the selected card is in this case. Thumb off the one card, then do the whole spectator thing like that, boom. But it's just another way to do the change if you don't want to do the Earnest color change, yes? So there you have it. That was the effect with this gimmick. Now, like I said, you do not need to use this particular card. If you want to do it with even a regular bicycle deck, grab yourself a Sharpie, Sharpie it up. If you don't have a double backer, stick two cards together with double stick tape, then make your X's. Have their selection, whatever their selection is on the back of the card, you draw the X's in there, all right? So they see you drawing the X's, then you move it because you have a secret gimmick that they're not aware of, but you just drew the X's on there. Might be even a better effect when you actually draw the card. So keep that in mind with double backer effects, and I'm sure you'll have a fun time with it. Alright guys, so I have a question of the day for you, and please leave it in the comments below because it's going to be very helpful. The question of the day today is, what is your favorite gaff card or gimmick card to use? Leave a comment below. I'm going to take a look at them. I read every comment, and if I find that more people say one particular card, I will do a video on that gaff card. So guys, that's it. If you did enjoy this video and my channel and the stuff that I do, it would mean a lot if you hit that like button. It really does help the channel here. You're going to want to subscribe because we have a lot of content coming this week, next week, and in the weeks to follow for the holiday season. I have a lot of stuff that I'm doing. I'm working on it as we speak. And other than that, I just hope you learned something from this video and put it to good use. We will see you very soon. Peace.